Last year, more than 20,000 people were charged with misdemeanor assault on a female in North Carolina. About 16% of those cases resulted in a guilty plea or a conviction.
Investigators WRAL spoke with believe this is a vastly underreported crime for many reasons. The biggest one is fear. Tonight, WRAL's Amanda Lamb shares a powerful story of one Fayetteville woman who's determined to break the silence. It's a story you'll see only on WRAL.
One of the most difficult things that domestic violence victims have to do is face the people they have accused in a courtroom.
It's not understanding that there are felony matters.
When Ryan Stevens appeared in a Cumberland County courtroom for the first time, accused of assaulting his girlfriend, Jessica Ferreira, the mother of his 6-month-old son, she was there.
Are you afraid of him?
Yes. Yes. Just seeing him in court today and just seeing the look on his face of just like, yes.
But it wasn't always this way.
So he was a sweetheart in the beginning, and he was very persistent, even when I was just like, no, I don't want this. No, I'm okay.
Charming.
Very.
After Ferreira got pregnant, things went downhill, and the couple separated. Ferreira says they were trying to co-parent their son, and that verbal harassment soon turned physical.
He grabbed me and threw me up against the wall, started grabbing me by my neck and by my face.
Their son was sleeping at the time.
And I was asking him to please stop continuously, and he wouldn't stop. And, I started crying, and he got on top of me, and he pinned down his knees on top of my chest and my shoulders.
Ferreira says she could not get away.
I was trying to leave the apartment, and he would block me, and then he would tower over me and cock back his hand to threaten to beat me up.
On 3 occasions in April, Ferreira called 911.
He tackled me and picked me up and threw me on the couch, and then grabbed the phone out of my hand and saw that I was on the phone with 911 and hung up on them.
In May, Fayetteville police charged Stevens with multiple counts of assault, kidnapping, and communicating threats.
And Mr. Stevens, you have nothing to say, sir? Okay. Thank you.
Stevens and his friend with the beard seen here in our video made it very clear that he did not want to speak with us.
Don't touch my camera.
Assault on a female, false imprisonment, communicating threats, interfering with 911, and misdemeanor stalking.
It's a lot of charges.
It's a lot of charges. Yes.
But it's not that unusual.
No.
Fayetteville Police Major Kelly Berg has investigated domestic violence cases throughout her career.
Getting someone to disclose, to open up, to leave, to remove themselves from the situation at the height of that trauma is very, very, very difficult.
Berg says victims are afraid of the abuser, afraid of losing their children and their livelihoods.
There's a myriad of reasons why it's underreported, and when law enforcement does get involved, it's usually at the height of the crisis.
Fayetteville police routinely check in with victims of domestic violence and offer them resources.
Sometimes it's planting the seed. Sometimes it's talking about safety planning.
Why is it so important for victims like yourself to come forward?
Because all of these other victims are scared to come forward. They're scared to speak their piece because they're afraid of what he's going to do, because they're unstable, because he's unstable. The abuser is unstable.
Jessica has found her voice and wants to use it to help other women find peace.
I'm coming into my confidence where it's okay to do this. It's okay to speak up and to fight for yourself.
We just have to keep reminding them that they don't deserve the abuse, be it physical, emotional, financial.
For Berg, it's ultimately about keeping victims safe.
I mean, that's success.
That's success.
Preventing death.
Preventing death, preventing the cycle of abuse.
Fayetteville police are handing out these cards with QR codes that victims can scan and find resources and get help. It's just one more tool in the fight against domestic violence. Amanda Lamb, WRAL News.
Jessica had a lot of courage coming forward with her story. I hope it inspires others. Stevens is due back in court in August. He was previously convicted of assault on a female and interfering with a 911 call in 2012 and received probation. If you or someone you know is in a domestic violence situation and needs help, we have resources. They're on our website. Just find this story on WRAL.com.